Hey everyone, how's it going? You know who this is? You know what this video is about. We're going to be doing a 1,000 subscriber entry for MretalMickey. Congratulations, Mr. MretalMickey. You've got from like 500 subs about a year ago to about 1,000 subs now, and well deserved. You've had, relatively quick growth, especially for our little niche community here, and I think it's all very well deserved. One thing I thought was funny in your original video where you were talking about this contest is you're like, well, I have maybe 300 people that might actually watch my video, so it's like 700 people who forgot to unsubscribe to me. That's great. But I'll tell you what, my ratio is even worse than yours, sir. A lot of my videos maybe only get 50 views, but I have over 1,300 subscribers, so I have 1,250 people who forgot to unsubscribe from me. But I think the reason for that are the different natures of our channels, which, whatever. Anyway, let's go ahead and kind of get into this, and we'll start answering questions, yada yada yada. So, first thing he mentioned is how long you've been a subscriber and how did you find it? Well, I'm not sure how long I've been subscribed to MretalMickey for. I think it's been at least a few years. And I probably stumbled upon your channel by accident. Either it popped up as a recommended video on YouTube, or maybe I did a search for something specific and you had done a video on it. And I'm sure it was one of those two things that led me to your channel. So I don't really remember. Or maybe somebody else in the VC mentioned you, but foggy memory at this point for sure. So next thing he said is show the last album that you listened to. Okay, well, that's easy. And I'm going to show something you guys probably won't expect. The last album I listened to was Judas Priest, Sin After Sin. And I have a shameful confession to make. I actually owned that record for close to a year before I listened to it. That and several other Priest records. And Priest is one of my absolute favorite bands. So how the hell did that happen? How did I own, I think it was a total of like 4 Priest records, like vinyls, that I had to catch up on, that I hadn't listened to? Well, I think I got a number of them for Christmas last year. And I think I just bought a few randomly and just never got around to listening to them for whatever reason. So what actually got me to listen to them, of course, was when I bought all of those records this week, and I was going through my vinyl collection, and I noticed that I had several unlistened to Priest albums, and I'm like, what the hell? So I busted them open and listened to them. And it was great, absolutely fantastic. I highly recommend these. We are vinyl reissues of Priest albums. The sound quality on them is fantastic, and they're affordable. That's probably why I accumulated so many of them, and they're just great. They're absolutely fantastic. So anyway, enough harping on the praise on that. Now, we're going to talk about something I haven't listened to for 3 years. This album, it might have been 4 or 5 years since I've listened to it the last time. I'm not entirely sure. I know it's been at least 3. Now, I have listened to a few songs on this album here and there, but definitely the whole thing, definitely not for a while. And that is Aerosmith's Toys in the Attic. I know I've shown this album before on my channel, talking about classic rock in general. And I think this is a great album. But it's definitely been a little while since I've sat down and listened to this whole thing. I have no idea how long it's been. Definitely more than 3 years, though. So there's that. Next thing he wanted to see is show an album that you've never shown. So I was going through my collection. I was thinking to myself, what is something I don't see people talk about in the VC? Because there's a bunch of albums I haven't shown, but they're common albums. Things people talk about, bands people talk about all the time. This is a band that I've never really talked about on my channel, and I think they're an underrated gem in the power/traditional metal category, and that is Edge Guy. This is Hellfire Club. absolutely, this might be my favorite Edge Guy album. I'm not sure. It's quite good. If you are a fan of, you know, traditional / power metal, definitely check this out. It's awesome. So there's something I've never shown. His next one is show an album with a fish or a boat. Okay, well, no worries. Boom. Sabotage, The Wake of Magellan. This is absolutely a fantastic release, and I would recommend it to almost anybody. It's absolutely fantastic. Progressive metal, blah, blah, blah. There you go. Next one was show an album with a left-handed musician. Now, what I'm about to show, I haven't watched any entries in this yet. I don't know if anyone's made any entries and uploaded them. I'm sure a lot of people are going to talk about this artist / musician that's a lefty, but maybe I'm the first, and if so, hey. But I know I'm definitely not going to be the last, even if I am the first, and I may not even be the first. I am, of course, going to show a Black Sabbath album because Tony Iommi is a lefty. So there you go. Mr. Inventor of the heavy metal riff is a left-handed individual. There you go. So that's it for the albums showing stuff. I hope that was interesting to you folks. And the last thing that he asked about, if I was going to talk about his channel to somebody else, what's a positive thing that I would say? And then what's a negative thing that I would say? Well, I think the positive thing that I would say about MretalMickey would be I really enjoy his sense of humor about things. I get quite a kick out of some of his remarks that he makes about certain things. I don't know, I just find them funny. And that's probably, if I just had to boil down just one positive thing, that's probably what I would say. If I had to say one negative, probably would be sometimes he can ramble on a bit much on certain subjects, right? You know, but then again, I'm equally, if not more, guilty of that myself. Sometimes I intend to make a very short video, and it turns out to be a really long, drawn-out kind of thing. But I think that's a very common thing amongst VC members, right? A lot of us in the music community will drone on and on and on. So it's definitely not exclusive to MretalMickey, but, you know, and that's, you know, pot calling the kettle black on that one. So anyway, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this entry. You know, I don't even know how interested I am in winning this whole thing. But whatever. It was still fun to make the video. I mainly made this because I thought it would be a lot of fun. And just a hint to you, Mr. MretalMickey, sir, if you get bored watching these, watch these things on double speed. That way it'll only take you half the time to get through it. That's a nice feature of YouTube. So anyway, that's it. I hope everyone liked this. As always, live long and prosper. Keep on rocking. If you haven't, go check out MretalMickey's channel. I'll link him in the description. See you guys next time.